Tonight, we wind the clock back to the year 1837, to the fog-choked heart of the British Empire, a city of gaslight and industry. But in the shadows between the street lamps, something impossible was waiting. It defied gravity, it breathed fire, and it hunted the terrified citizens of London for 60 years. They called it a ghost, a devil, a phantom, but history gave it a name that still chills the blood. Spring-heeled Jack, the entity that turned an entire city into a panic-stricken cage. Welcome to Whispers of Mystery. Tonight, we hunt the uncatchable. Our file begins in late 1837. London is restless. Strange whispers drift through the taverns and tea houses. Travelers returning home speak of a massive shape, a shadow that leaps over high hedges in a single, silent bound. The rumors quickly turned to violence. The first confirmed victim was a young woman named Mary Stevens. Walking through Clapham Common, a dark figure dropped from the sky, blocking her path. She told the police the creature gripped her with hands that felt like cold iron, fitted with metallic claws. Her screams pierced the night. Neighbors rushed to help, but the attacker had already vanished into the fog. Just days later, the legend exploded. Lucy Scales and her sister were walking past Green Dragon Alley. A tall figure in a heavy cloak stepped out from the darkness. Lucy stood frozen, thinking it was a gentleman. Without warning, the figure threw open its cloak and spat a blast of blue fire directly into her face. Blinded and terrified, Lucy fell. Her sister watched in horror as the creature turned to escape. Witnesses said he didn't run. He sprang, launching himself onto a roof and disappearing into the night. The police were baffled. How do you handcuff a man who can jump over a two-story house? The press went wild. The name Spring-Heeled Jack was printed on every front page in England. Mass hysteria gripped London. Women refused to leave their homes. The night belonged to Jack. But the descriptions were terrifyingly consistent. This was no ordinary mugger. Witnesses all agreed on the eyes. Large, glowing, red, like burning coals in the dark. Some said he wore a helmet with horns. Others described a tight white oilskin suit that shimmered like fish scales. But always, the incredible, impossible leaping ability. The Lord Mayor of London ordered extra patrols, but they found nothing but fog and shadows. For years, the sightings continued. A shadow here, a blue flash there. Then, silence, until 4 decades later, when the legend became terrifyingly real again. 1877, Aldershot Military Barracks, one of the most secure locations in the British Empire. A sentry on duty noticed a figure moving silently in the darkness near the hay storage. He issued a challenge. The figure responded by springing instantly onto the roof of the sentry box. The soldier stared up. He reported seeing a tall man, muscular, wearing a tight-fitting suit. Before the soldier could react, the figure spat the signature blue fire right into his face. Other soldiers rushed to help. They saw the intruder and raised their rifles. They fired a volley of shots point blank at the figure on the roof. And this is where the story turns truly impossible. The bullets seemed to pass right through him. Jack laughed, bounded over the high outer wall, and vanished into the night. This wasn't a panicked civilian in a dark alley. These were trained soldiers, and their bullets had no effect. So what was he? The theories are almost as strange as the encounters. Theory 1. A wealthy prankster. The Marquis of Waterford was a popular suspect. He was known for cruel jokes. Could he have engineered mechanical spring-loaded boots? Theory 2. Mass hysteria. Did the newspapers create a monster out of several isolated normal muggings? but neither of those explains Aldershot. A prankster in spring boots doesn't shrug off rifle fire, which leaves the uncomfortable third option, something beyond our understanding. A phantom, a demon, an entity that fed on the fear of a sprawling city. The sightings eventually stopped. The Victorian era ended, but the legend never died. He was never caught. He was never identified. The file on Spring-Heeled Jack remains open. Perhaps he finally returned to whatever hell he crawled out of. Or perhaps he's just still waiting up there in the dark. Now, I turn the evidence over to you. What was Spring-Heeled Jack? Was it a rich man's cruel game? A city gripped by madness? Or something supernatural? Let me know your verdict in the comments. If you enjoy peering into the darkness, subscribe to Whispers of Mystery. Until next time, keep watching the shadows.